I'm here. I'm just doing something. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Oh. It's the way we go. Yeah. Who we got in here? People I don't know? What are you here for? What the fuck's going on here? Come on, get out of there, you motherfucker. Right. Now we can talk. Good morning, Zach. How are you? Michigan native. Now, how do I know you, Michigan native? Hey, where do you come from, Michigan native? Tell me all about yourself. You here to look out? Silverback. Do you know Michigan native there, Silverback? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Brain jerk. All good, bloke. Thanks for taking time to come and say hi to the gear. Because we don't take no shit here. Uh-huh. Yeah, welcome, mate. Yeah, good man. Yeah, the GG. He said he's a good man, a good bloke. Masso grower. Everybody see the Massos here. Monday morning over here, public holiday, 8:30 a.m. And this is the day. Today is the day the teddy bears have their fucking picnic. Going to watch a movie. You got Ellie and the lawn and the alley and bit early for the USA. They'd be in bed, wouldn't they? Oh no, it's too. How's that new job you got there, Mass? Doing all right? Turning a few wheels, putting a few dollars in your pocket, and paying out lots of fucking dollars on your bills. That's what it is, isn't it? That's what life goes. Two-time at Alley. I just went over to say hello to Brother Stoney. Yeah. Lady Love's in the house. Wow. Look out, look out. The girls are about. You were going to show us the sights, Masso Gear. I thought you were going to show us the sights. All I see is you in front of the computer. Just kidding. Man, when the sights come up, you'll see. At the moment, I'm stuck in a fucking truckie's yard. In a truckie's yard. I can't go nowhere because guess what? These motherfuckers insurance agents aren't open today. Motherfuckers. Kylie B, the Lady Love. Yeah. Automatic's just taking a mate of mine down the, or mate of ours, down the road so we can get a lift on with a truckie. He's going somewhere and he's lined up with a truckie to go for a drive and he's going to give him a ride. Because fucking today's a public holiday. Just another day in a fucking truck compound yard. We had to get out of one caravan park because there was no room, and we've got to wait till tomorrow to get some room in another caravan park. So we got a lot of fucking around, so we decided to go and get the tyres done first in the morning. Yes. And what's everybody doing? It must be late over there somewhere. We'll just have a look and see what's in. Oh, look at this. Try this quick quiz. I'll empty that one there. Shut up, Mr. Dog. Shut up. I can't come out and fucking tell you. Just you'll fucking rip my head off, you motherfucker with a thing. He one bad doggy, that one. Red Healer. Some methyl sugar in it. Oh, some methyl sugar. Ooh. Blended and made in methyl bill. Shut the fuck up. No, it's the people next door on the other side now. There's some other fucking in another yard. He's barking at them, not at me. If I went out there and said something to me, if he got off his chain, look out. Motherfucker will tear your leg off. But I just found something that I can smoke. Whoa, pure and straight. Don't be late. So he's quieting down now. Ooh, no, don't speak too soon. It tokes together, smokes together. Well, I'm on fire. I think my partners are good. No dogs barking now, Mass. I told him if you keep on barking, I'll send the mess all over, and he'll roll you over and give you some clover right in the ribs from his dibs. Yo, yo, yo. Hey. Ha! Oh. Automatic will be back in a few minutes. What's my phone telling me? Shut up, Mr. Dog. This fucking bank, I just cannot fucking... No, still no money in the bank. Fucking motherfuckers. Evil Rick, g'day mate, good to see you back. Yeah, shut up. Fuck up. We're out of here in the morning. We're out of here in the morning. I can hear a BT-50 pulling up at the front door. That means automatic's back. Breakfast time. Breakfast time. Well, there's 5 people here. There's 5 people in the house. 5 people, they might not be here, but there's 5 in the house. Then I'm going to Murray, right? Then you were going to Murray. The Murray River, we're going to go today now. We're going to go and do some washing. Washy, washy, washy clothes. Washy, washy, washy toes. Evil Rick's here. Evil Rick. Washy, washy, washy toes. Washy, washy, washy clothes. So, spin around. All good. Dry now. Put them on. Dirty them. Do the thing again. Life is so repetitive. No, still waiting on it, Evil Rick. Still waiting for the insurance company to... Yes, warning, no fixie. No waiting on insurance. We can public holiday here today, so unfortunate. Nobody's there to listen to me. Nobody's there that they can put a rocket up their ass. So I just have to wait. That was automatic yelling at the dog too. She said, yes, she did. Can you hear that, can you? Wow.
I didn't yell. I said hello.
Yeah, she said hello. Hello to the doggy. Hello. What are you barking for? She said. The only we'll find out about the insurance companies today. That's right, mate. Yeah, I know. We're pretty well much right, but we're just, it's because it's long weekend stuffs everything up. Everybody here in this state gets a day off today. Terence McKenna down under the Tassie T is in the house. TTT from Tassie T, the Apple Man. Well, he comes from the Apple Isle. This one's for you, Tassie T. This one's for the Tassie T. There you go, Tassie T. You come up and see. Let's see what you've been doing, Mr. T. TMK from down under. AU. AU. Yes, so it's breakfast time. I might have some Cocoa Pops. Thank you, Automatic. The mechanophiles. Oils ain't oils. I had mine early this morning. We got a big bag of washing to do, so we better go and do some. Googly. Wow. Googly. What do we see with Googly? A, B, C, D, E for Google E. Google, G and E. Okay, 999. 8:40, it's 8:45 on Monday, 14/3/2022. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? Let's see what the just give an update on this. Still $2.20 a litre. We're going to look in, say, G-O-U, Goulburn. Let's have a look at Goulburn. $2.30. Holy fuck. $2.23, $2.13. Wow. Wow. Let's have a look at Albury. $2.20 the litre is terrible, pal. Tell me about it. $2.19, $2.21, $2.15, $2.19. Much of a muchness in fuel prices in Albury. So we got 3/4 of a tank. We're gonna fill the motherfucker up when we go. But I've got to go to Shepparton today. Not today, Friday. Unless I ring up and cancel it. I'll have to look for another Mazda dealer up the highway. $4.29 a gallon. Yeah, that's right, mate. My best Scorpio MC. Ah, from Ireland. Hey, I'm a Guinness freak. So you know where to go? Love my Guinness. Yeah. King of Dublin. Hey. Can you send me some real Guinness, please? On a bike. Fuck the car. Oh, it's a long walk. It's a long fucking pedal around Australia, bloke. And I ain't got the willpower to fucking pedal around this big country. I'll drive, but I'll only drive so far. You never know till you have a go. So what can you do for me for some Guinness? Can you send me a box along? Post office nowhere. Somewhere to be found. That's where I'll be. Always love a cold Guinness. So fuel prices aren't going down, from what we've been told. We could be paying up to $3 a litre. We'll just go to Brisbane. $1.90, $2.19, $2.29, $2.15. Very, very fucking out of this fucking world. Out of this fucking world it is. Fucking what we call highway robbery. Good on you there, Scorpio. Scorpio MC. I best be. We got 7 in the chat. Fast. Hey, kangaroo. Kangaroo are fast and cheap to feed. Well, that doesn't cost me anything to feed them because they fucking live in the bush and they eat the natural fucking whatever's around. Kangaroos won't, unless you corner them or box them in or fucking, you know, they're not going to fucking hurt you. Mate, they're an icon. The bastards get shot because there's too many of them. But this country was brought up on the sheep's back. The kangaroos here, they love fucking weed. They smell it from a mile away. come and chop your fucking your grow down. People think that there's a bloke in the G'day, Brendo. There's a bloke in the there's a bloke in the USA said to me, I was on his channel a couple of weeks ago, and he wanted me to go and get a kangaroo, sit it down beside me, put some ice in the Joey box, and put a few beers in there so the kangaroo can just sit there and have a beer with me. What the fuck? That'll never happen. Kangaroos, if they get cornered, man, they'll fucking pound you with their tail, or they'll fucking claw you with their claws, or they'll stand up and box you.
Please, me too.
That was them. Ice in Joey's pouch. Huh. Yeah, that's right, mate. Doesn't matter how fucking good you are, mate. I'll tell you what. Kangaroo about fucking out fucking work out a fucking human. Yeah, he got a lot going for him, mate. These big old red fellas from out in the fucking middle of nowhere, or the grey fellas, wherever they are. Some of them men are fucking taller than me, and I'm 5'10". You take what you get with one of them, pal. And if he beats the fuck out of you, you know, you've got to be fucking better. They look like bluff deer, and they bluff about a kangaroo. Baden Hill. G'day, Mr. Baden. Good to see you, bloke. We're still stuck in the compound yard up at the Chuka. Public holiday, as you know. The only thing we've got to fuck is important on the list today is can't get hold of the RACV and their insurance company because they closed for the day. But you still got to pay. We're going to go and do a bag of washing, mate. Wash a bag of clothes. Someone's had some pressing moments, I suppose. What you going to say there, Mr. B? Bubble, bubble, you could be in trouble. That's if you got no weed to eat. What's on the cards today? The King of Spades, the Queen of Hearts. That's about the only cards. The cards today say, go wash your clothes and then wash your toes. A laundromat. And I might even... D. Johns, good morning. The ladies in the house. There's two ladies in the house now. PTP. Yo, yo, yo. The bro. Yes. Anyone got anything to show? Come on up and say hello. Don't be scared. Come on up, said the man to the show. Part-time, part-time. What do you do the other part-time, eh? If you're only part-time, what do you do the other time? A part-time planter and a part-time smoker and a part-time man is the best he can. Part-time legend, that's the one, Terence. Good man. Lawn. Have you mowed your lawn? You want to jump up and say hello? Have you mowed your lawn? A liver stir. There you go. Jump up and see what happens. Give me a wave. Ding dong. Yeah. When somebody comes up, they can look after the show for a minute for me while I go and have some breakfast too. 9 o'clock in the morning, and everyone's still yawning. Aha. 11 at 9:01. Oh, good man. Thank you, Terence T. The Aussies are down under. Come through with some thunder. Oh, 20:01. My 22. 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock at night, is it? Or in the afternoon there, Mr. Scorpio MC? Must be 11 o'clock, 22. No, that's 10 o'clock at night. So that's 11 hours difference. You keep on working. You keep on working on that dinner. 10:21 p.m. Wow, okay. So just under 11 hours difference. Wow. USA must be a little bit further away because they were about 14 hours difference. But I'll just hang in there for a minute. I've just got to go and get something together because Mr. Tassie Devil's coming up in a minute. The legend Terry MC. Oh. Now we've got to get those wheat bix out, don't we?
Oh,
No, no wheat bix. Coffee cups. Just like a chocolate milkshake. Just like a chocolate milkshake, only no milk.
hey?
I got another milk.
Yeah, just another milk.
Shut up. Uh-huh. Said the car. The keys here. The keys. What's happening here? Rainbow today. I need more coffee. Growing with part-time says. You love the dog noise. Ah, the Mr. McKenna. The spanner from the era. Hey.
G'day. It's raining in Tasmania right now.
It is. Oh, that's not good. But we need a bit
There
of
we go.
rain.
Good for the mushroom season.
Good for the mushroom season. I'll leave you with
Exactly.
it for 5 minutes, Mr. TT.
No worries. Go get some brekkie. Some Vegemite.
I've got some ready to go. Now I've got some Coke. I'm having Cocoa Pops.
Oh, yum. That's even better.
Cocoa
The only thing
Pops.
better than Cocoa Pops is Vegemite. I mean, other way around.
Gee.
Only thing better than Vegemite is Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Very snazzy.
James
Oh,
will
my
be
mitzvah.
heading
There
to
it
the
is.
dispensary today to pick up more.
Exciting stuff. What are you going to be
There
picking up?
you go. Yeah.
Alrighty. Got a fat mix. I'm going to pull a couple cones. Tassie 2s. I've got a beanie on today. It's fucking cold. How's chat been? Brendan says, Cocoa Pops breakfast of champions. Damn straight. Baden Hill says, going to be heading to the dispensary today. Oh, I thought Gear Changer was saying that. To pick up some more T25 and a new vape cart that have them in stock. Damn, that's cool. It's so unique that you can actually go in and, pick up your medical products from a dispensary because you're lucky to live in Melbourne. That's pretty unique and it's very snazzy. The T25 you're picking up is the topaz flower, right? I love the topaz. It's very snazzy. Think Fairgrow and Baden. Oh, wow. $99 for a $0.5 cart. Interesting. Vegemite and a stew mix and honey. Yum. Sounds delicious. Let's see if I can pack a romper, not just a rimmy. So in Australia, when you pack the cone to the rim, that's a rimmy. So now we're going to pack a mountain. So you get your fingers and you do this with your fingers. And then see how it makes like a little bit of a thing there? Well, that's how you pack a mountain. You just do that. just fucking squish the cone like that. That's all I'm doing. I'm just squishing it and I'm molding it. Look at that. Bong on. Time to bong on that mountain. I dropped a piece of weed. Hang on. I found the bowl. Here we go. Usually people use jet lighters to pull mountain cones, and they have the mixed spun so that the mountain will actually burn super smooth. That's a fucking peak if I've ever seen one. To poke someone's eye out with that little thing there. Bong on.
You're the man.
Bong
You're
on.
the man.
Cheers,
Pull
heaps.
that one as fast as you can.
Very nice. I'd do another one, but I think I just pack Rimmies from now on. Thumb screw it, Tassie, VTP says. Baden says, fuck yeah, Terrence, bong on. Hell yeah. 2 cones in one. I'm going to pull another cone for Tassie 2s, though. Tassie 2s is such a genuine cultural thing. 9 times out of 10, people won't know about it if they just are oblivious or they, haven't smoked weed for that long. But it's a real thing. Like, if you go to anyone, they'll know about it. Someone in the chat recently actually knew about it, and they were from Devonport. So it goes to show that all over Tasmania, people know about it. 2 cones back to back. Tassie 2s. Bong on. But Brendan says finally ordered some T25 and some Medcan mandarin cookies. Heaps of people froth the mandarin cookies. I'm actually keen to try some, but you know what? The thing that's stopping me from trying more than just the topaz flower is the expensive, the cost of everything. So the T21, the Tasmanian Highlands, is $119 for 10 grams. That in comparison to $150 from Canatrek, which is just for the same amount, topaz flower, you lose 4%. But is it worth paying $40 extra and then $20 shipping? I'm not sure about that. So we'll find out when I get the Tasmanian Highlands T21. Keen as been. I was talking with my mic muted. I was saying the worst thing is the worst thing is when you have a little bit of ash blocking the little cone piece. Sorry, blocking the little hole from the cone piece clearing. That's the worst. Just at the very end, the hash is just stopping it from clearing. That's how you know the hole is too small. It's the time to expand the hole. I guarantee you every stoner has a fucking nail that they use to poke through their cone piece. And if you don't use glass pieces, you have a glass piece. That's the answer to the question. As in a glass stem and a cone piece. The Medcan flower I've had in the past was Top Shelf CC01 Afghan Kush. Damn, a whole lot of people recommend that one too. The mandarin cookies and the CC01. There's a person in the community called Shep, SHEP, Shep. He gets heaps from Medcan, some really fire strains. Super interesting. You bet. Gear Change is just enjoying himself, having some breakfast. Nothing wrong with that. We'll get a bowl. Different
Cocoa
coloured
Pop.
mixed bowl.
Oh,
Cocoa Pops. Very delish. One of the best edibles I've ever had was a Cocoa Pop slice. And it was made with just can of butter and Cocoa Pops and chocolate. It was good. No cooking required. No cooking required. You just put it together. Let it set overnight. How good is that? It was too good. It lasted 8 hours. Oh. They cook the butter with a magic butter cooking machine, if anyone knows those. They're worth getting, but at the end of the day, if you're competent with an oven and you have a thermometer to double check your oven's temperature, you should be fine. You don't need one of those things. You just need a thermometer. 9 times out of 10, people are like, oh yeah, I'll get one of those decarbing machines like the Nova. There's another decarbing machine which is actually really good, but they all cost $300, and they're not really worth getting long term because you could just be competent with an oven. They're good. Get a PTP. Bong on you later.
Azzy, hey chat, how are you?
we're fine so far.
I'm on a phone. It's not sounds alright.
No, it sounds good.
Sounds good.
I got no
Sounds good to
headset,
me.
that's all.
Ah, okay.
Cool.
No
No.
shit here. It's all good.
Lovely. So yeah, big breakfast you had there this morning, Taz. Fuck.
Yeah, I still haven't eaten all of it. I had some Canatrek oil, some beans, waiting for that to set in, and then I'll eat the rest of my breakfast.
No.
Mm.
Eating faster helps if you can't get it all in. Get it all in before you realise you're full.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that patch, looking after a patch vid, that would be a good vid. Heaps of people
Yeah, I'll
would be
definitely do that.
interested in that.
Because I do that anyway, and in my last, I made a compilation, and someone commented on the video saying, "What is the point of watering the mushrooms?" And then I just explained that when it's a dry day, like later, like towards when it's closer to spring than it is to winter, like, and you still have suburginosa, if you pour water on them, it helps them like stay more hydrated and alive. And the more you keep them hydrated, the longer they'll drop their spores. So I've had one that I've just watered the whole season and it stayed there. And the reason nothing got to it was because it was like the cap was so broken that it was split into two. It was dropping so many spores though, but it was interesting.
So just that bit of water around them keeps the humidity there.
It keeps them hydrated enough for them to stay dropping spores. And if they're continuously dropping spores and the water from you hydrating them, carries the spores away, it's a win-win.
Okay, yeah, helps them spread too. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just something I've had really good experience with, but it might not work for everyone. Like in some places it might dry out before the next day.
I get shrooms under canopies, like big weed canopies. Like if it's a good shaded canopy, it'll grow around the bases of them. I've sent a few pics here and there to you guys when it's happened.
That's pretty interesting.
I don't think from what I could make out of them shrooms, they weren't what I wanted anyway.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
Well, not the two local varieties here anyway that I know.
You might want them, but you might not want to eat them. The thing is, they're good for the ecosystem, but they're not good for eating. There's they play some role.
Yeah. It's definitely good for the ecosystem.
Unless you're going to like pull the plants and you've got mold spores all over the flowers. I don't think that would happen.
Usually hell of a lot higher up than a shroom though.
Exactly.
Hey,
Hello.
G'day.
Umbrella. What's it say? Umbrella roots plans. If it's a hornet's nest, smoke it down. Ooh, Terry T. That looks nice.
Hey, Brendan.
Yeah, it's the
Ellie,
half Oz I got
Gammon sister.
from before.
Scorpio.
G.
Hey, Baden.
This is on par with medical, though.
Talking about mushrooms, all I got is a fucking can of mushroom sauce up in the cupboard. Some real mushrooms that go well. I might go looking for them when I get on the road. I know a couple of places up the north.
When it's the right time of year.
Wales.
When it's the right time of year, Gear, I forage all types of mushrooms, the ones that are edible as well.
Yeah,
Because that's the best thing to look for, because then you don't have to pay for them from the supermarket.
that's right.
Unless they're infested with bugs.
Wrong button.
Wrong button.
Super impressed with this.
Pretty frosty.
Yeah, it is. Like, man, I said as soon as I get on the medical, I'm never buying street weed again, and I'm not going to. So it was good to get this, though.
We have different views.
No, it's fair enough. It's just like you sign a thing saying that you're not going to smoke anything other than Canatrek. But like, if you get a gift, you're not going to not say no to the gift. You know what I mean?
If mushrooms grow, do you double cap them, lifting them to other place?
What do you mean by that? Like,
I don't know. That's what Scorpio's just asking. If mushrooms grow, you double cap them. You double cap, then lifting them to other place. Yeah.
I've tried that a couple of times, but nothing's come from it. Where I've just like picked some really not matured, but they've been eaten out by like insects, and then I've just taken the caps and then I've put them somewhere else, and then nothing's happened from them. I've done that for a few years, and usually if you spread spores, you got to wait until the next season to see anything happen, because a lot of the underground stuff goes on under the ground with the mycelium. So just seeing fruiting doesn't mean that there's nothing there.
Where the biggest part of it is underground. It's one of the biggest living organisms. One of the world's largest living organisms is fungi. Yeah.
Exactly. It's pretty interesting stuff. G'day, Wallyfish. The legend of the mushrooms.
You ever tried just taking a shovel, a flat spade, and just going 8 inches in the soil down, and then horizontally under the shrooms, lift them up, and then transfer them somewhere else? So you take like a shovel of a size.
That would work. That would work. I've never
area
tried it
from the patch of shrooms, along with 8 inches of the soil, and take it to a new place to start a patch.
You would be able to do that if you could recreate the environment, because the thing is, each Suburginosa has a different genetic variety. So it's like some are really good for heat, and some because depending on where they grow, because the ones that I pick, like they're right by roads, and those will be very different genetic varieties and genetic mutations to ones in bush patches. So if you can just, what's it called? Mimic, no, because that's a legit thing. Because in the first year that I was foraging mushrooms, I was like, oh, is this Azurans? And they're like, no, it's a sub. It just has a genetic mutation. And so different genetic mutations will help it survive by the road or, in the bush. So it's very interesting because you get subs that are big and subs that have very thin stems. So, but it's just interesting.
That is interesting. I didn't even think of that. Like with weed, I got no problem of my brain going, oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. But for some reason with shrooms, I didn't think about that. Overlooked it.
But it's interesting because I was so convinced that there was a different species, but it was still Suburginosa. They grow so weird. I've seen them grow so fucking weird.
It's obviously an adaptation for open environment versus an adaptation for a more closed environment.
Because sometimes they grow in grasses and they grow super different inside the grasses, because the grasses hold a lot of moisture, and that's different to the mushrooms that fruit out in the middle of nowhere. They fruit out of foliage of leaves, because Suburginosa will do both.
Okay.
Because I've collected spores from The first time I noticed this was when I collected spores from when they like fruited in grasses, and they wouldn't really work when I just placed them outside, because I just thought, oh, like they fruit normally out in the open, like under foliage and cover of leaves, because I've collected mushrooms there before, but like the genetic mutation will stop it from doing it. But it's not always the case. Sometimes they'll grow, but it just subs are very picky. They're not like cubensis where you can just bring it indoors and just play with it.
Okay.
We'll fire in the hole.
Fire in it.
Bong on gear changer.
At 9:23, coming up to an hour.
I've tried spreading spores heaps, but it doesn't always work. That's the problem. And then that's when I was like,
Yeah.
makes sense. And then that's why I just found watering them with where they already grew was much more efficient, because they're already spreading spores that work well there.
And when I have transferred spores, or grabbed an old shroom and fucking transported it, I got a couple to pop where I put it, but more of them popped on the trail I walked to put it where I put it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there were
that's
better
interesting.
conditions. There were better conditions on the trail than where I chose to put it. Yeah.
I used to like wash all my mushrooms in the first few seasons, and then I would just dump the water just randomly. And then it turns out where I dumped it unknowingly was like where the wood pile had been sitting for like 7 or 9 years. And then 2 years later, a few started popping up, like big ones as well underneath. And I was like,
Wait.
damn. So I didn't have to do anything. They were just there. So it's funny as.
Yeah, I've grown a few
They are wood loving.
non-hallucinogenic fungi as well. Like on silver birch, you get this orange fungi pops off the side. It's good for sharpening knives and weird things like that. Yeah.
I have a few
That
silver
birch.
birch trees, and I spread some what's called amanita spores underneath them. Massive amanitas that I found that were huge capped and huge stemmed, and I don't think that they'll work there because it's not the same environment that they came from, but it is close to the environment, because the big ones, they just sprouted out of nowhere. This was like in suburbia where I found these. That's why I thought I'd grab these, because if they fruited in suburbia, they could fruit under silver birches.
They might be hardy. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anytime I've seen a silver birch, it's always got some form of fungi on it or around it.
Because like one thing I also like learning about is
sharpen that for me.
oh, look at that. Sharpen that with the fungus.
I need it fucking sharpened. It's blunt as hell.
Yeah, I use one of them as a barbecue tool.
A barbecue tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna use it to fucking chop me fish up into chop suey when I get the motherfucker sharpened.
Nice and cheap too, yeah.
Hey?
Nice and cheap too, yeah.
What's nice and cheap? Chop suey?
The machete.
I've had it for a while, but it needs to fucking sharpen up and a clean up. I was going to get me mate at the blacksmiths to do it, but he fucked off and he wasn't home when I was leaving, so I never get to say goodbye to him, and he never got to sharpen me fucking knife.
You don't have a stone.
I think I do. I have to have a look at my toolbox.
As long as an edge has been put on it before, you should be able to get it back.
Yeah, it's had it. Well, excuse me, it's had an edge on it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you first buy them, some places they won't have an edge on it. They won't sell them with an edge on it. They sell it blank. You got to go do it yourself.
No, this is old. You can see the fucking rust on it, mate. She's old.
Yeah.
Just needs a good clean up, and she'll be. I've got quite a few knives in the fucking collection somewhere, but I'm down my Mullimatic. I cannot find my Mullimatic, and I'm sick of using fucking scissors.
That's the worst.
I'm
Now you need your mully.
Sitting here with the grinder the other night. and I shake it up and down, and it stops. Bzzz,
Oh.
and it just stops, and I'm like, what the fuck? I wiggle the cord,
Yeah.
and it starts to work, and I'm like, oh, I know this.
Yeah.
Fucking the cord's broken inside the sheet.
No.
So I'm pressing the button a couple times. I could see the cord start to glow when I was pressing the button. So
Yeah.
I figured out where the snap was. I just cut it a little bit back beyond that, took the bottom off, and wired the new bits in, and put it back together.
Good work. Salvage.
Yeah.
Well, he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
he's fucking. We're talking
I was
about
going to buy
mushrooms. He's
like another
hungry.
one. Nothing wrong with that one. It's a cord.
I used to have one of those like coffee blend brewing things,
Yeah.
and man, I used it that much, and I dropped it a couple of times. My mate fucking rewired it for me, and with some stuff, and taped it all up. They were good, but if you left them too long, you'd fucking end up with powder.
Yeah, I know what
Oh,
you're saying.
That's
Yeah,
why.
you put the weed in, go, start shaking it up and down, just go buzz, 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 like 5 or 6 times. Just like tap
Yeah.
it.
My mates does twice.
Just-
You only do it like twice.
and then that's it. You're done. Yeah, depends on how dry your weed is. Then you're
He's
done.
just a Russell Hobbs. No,
You
true,
fucking-
true.
Hold that on for
Russell
30
Hobbs.
seconds, mate. You could practically snort that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
You wouldn't want to.
No, but it looks fine enough to.
I reckon still grinder and scissors is the best way to go because you don't need electricity. You could take it wherever you go. Just have good weed. Tried.
The scissors
Good
is
weed.
what I preferred,
Hey?
but I'm enjoying all these.
'Cause a grinder
different grades
fluffs
of
it
hash
out,
of
and
the
then
coffee grinder,
scissors-
or different grades. Well,
Oh yeah, true. That's the best bit about the coffee grinder, getting all that
Grades
keef in
of-
the hash.
of keef at the top. So your dusty keef at the top, and the further you go down the grinder, the more gooey and thicker it gets till you hit the bottom. The bottom, you just put a dab tool in there and just drag it along the bottom, and it's just like putty hash
Damn.
all in there, just gooey hash.
I can't even find me fucking
That's
weed.
super good.
I bet you it's in the fucking.
Next time
That's
I
the
clean
worst
it out,
gear.
I'll send some out.
No.
Hell yeah.
Just got to fucking open me back a memory bank up and see, remember where I put it.
Up there. The bowl's up there.
It's
That's what I
a
was
little
doing. I
white
was looking for the
container.
lighter last night. Yeah,
Oh.
I know I had it. And I was trying to retrace
Did
my
you put it
step.
up there?
Yeah,
That's the worst when you lose the lighter.
I got fucking shocking
Classic.
memory, mate. Who am I talking to
It
again?
sucks too when you got 5 of them here. 4 of them are empty and only one's full, but you haven't thrown the other 4 away yet for some reason.
Look what Kugli said.
I can't see the chat.
Oh, that's so good. He said you can grind your butt against a house key.
What you don't know?
The house
Have you
key.
done that? Yeah. I've never
No.
done that.
Yeah,
Eh?
it was there.
I have
Ah,
He's trying to
Have
get
you
us to show our
a
house keys so he can copy
film
them.
container, like a film canister, and a 5-cent piece, or a film canister and a 10-cent piece.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If your weed's dry enough, that'll work well as.
found it in the fridge. Ha ha.
Well,
In the fridge. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
boys.
always keep it in the fridge,
That's good. No, that's good.
so it don't dry out too much, you know. Automatic found it for me. She's got a brain, I haven't.
yeah.
Now you both got brains. Two's better than one. The
She
power
uses
of
hers
two.
more than
G'day,
mine.
chef. The legend, chef.
He
Yeah,
googly
you said
has it.
Time to pull Tassie 2s for the other Tassie 2.
I'm still smoking.
Fucking double up. I double and triple if I haven't, smoked till the afternoon.
Where's those scissors of mum's?
Yeah, Zaya calls them
Somewhere.
2-ups. I've never heard
I've
that
got
before.
That,
That must be a
that
mainland
round
thing.
you put your stuff in and you turn it around to break it up.
Where's that?
The grinder.
In there.
Ah, the grinder.
Yeah.
My friend used to call it,
understand.
"What are you doing? It's up to me." I'm like, "Nah, I'm having two first, then we'll go around."
Well, I kept that. My mum's scissors, I saw them somewhere.
Oh my God. Can you get that baggie out of the fridge for me?
Chef
It's
says,
on back.
Terrence, I fell asleep a couple minutes
Huh?
before you streamed twice. Nothing wrong with that, Chef. That's good. A snooze is always needed. My stomach was feeling fucked last night because I had too many sausages.
Well, the day before was too many croissants.
No. I never feel sick from eating too many croissants.
The bag
Yeah,
behind it.
Can never have
yeah,
too many
that's
croissants.
That one. Thank you very much.
Can never have too many croissants.
Croissant bacon with bacon on it is great. Bacon and cheese, ham and cheese,
Oh,
chicken and
stop it.
avocado.
Stop it. Stop it.
Look what Google E said. Oh, wait, you can't see.
Yeah.
He said, Wally, seen you last night in the national park with the big potato sack? Question mark. What?
Garbage
Sorry for
bag.
interrupting. What the fuck?
We smoked
We
that
go-
one, eh?
Buy a roll of garbage bags, load the car up with cunts, drive out there.
Look
Everyone
at
just
that.
run around in the night, picking shrooms.
I'll go and have a look for the thing.
Mushroom picking, lol. Show us that
That
again,
one.
close up gear. That looked fucking. Look at that. Woods. Yeah.
That's hydro of my mate's grow.
Yeah.
Mate, if that came bush, I would be shocked.
No, that's that. I know that he's got a hydro set up. It's
Oh, that's a hydro, yeah.
yeah, that's a
hydro bed.
hydro set up, and it's not bad. It's not a big kicker, but it lasts a long time.
Okay.
That's actually good. That's good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got CBD in it.
What's that one called, Gear?
Fucked if I know, mate. It's just
Oh my goodness, that's a fuck ton of it.
well,
Gee.
there's just under two Oscars there.
Hey,
Okay.
gear changer, do you get all the little crummy bits and then smoke that first, or do you save that for last? Because you might
I'll
not have to
just
chop
smoke-
nugs up. You could just tip it all out and then put it back in, and you would have all the crumbs at the bottom.
I'm just going to chop a little bit up. If I find my grinder, it's
Yeah, you
mate,
can't
we
use
got-
scissors for that. Fucking oath.
Oh,
It'd be hard to use scissors for that. Gammons Pro. G'day, Gammons. Cheers.
Hey,
My sound
Gammons.
isn't working at the moment and I can't stay long, but I could hop up quick for a billy. Bong on, Gammons. Oi, Terrence, gas stations are selling hemp concentrates in... What? Send me a photo on Instagram. I'd love to see this. Hemp concentrates in Launceston. CBD.
yes.
I used to
Chef
mix
sent
that
some
with...
over here.
Ooh, nice. Do you have some to show us now?
I wish.
Oh. Google E says, no, Wally. I am a manager at the
That's,
national park. We will have your
that link-
mugshot at all the park stations. Wally says, what the fuck?
That link in there, if Gammons wanted to jump up.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we can fucking do that for Sir Gammons. So let's see. We go that one, that one, that one, and that one, and go over here.
Gas stations are selling hemp concentrates. That sounds dank as, bro. That sounds good. Legit. Why don't we have that down in South Tasmania? Launceston always gets the best stuff first. They got gigabit internet first out of everywhere in the world. They got incest first. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. That was not a thing.
Don't joke about that stuff, Tassie.
Fucking good old. No, you're doing Launceston is fucking versus Hobart.
Oh, look at
I won't
all
say
the
that again,
baddies
though.
down. Automatic.
Chef
On the
says he'll get a
mainland, we
photo
just think
next
it's the
time.
whole of Tassie.
Well, the thing is, in Tassie, it's Hobart versus Launceston. That's the beef. Nothing wrong with Launceston though.
I've got a grinder now.
That looks good, Gear. Very
Yeah,
snazzy.
Automatic.
Do a live grind.
Automatic. Just I've never used one before.
Oh, you just put your stuff in and turn it around.
I know
Weed
that,
in it.
and grind it up.
Yeah.
Gammons is here.
Let's see how much we can fit in here. All right.
That's all
Top
good,
song.
Chef. I was only memeing. It's Devonport versus Launceston versus Hobart. Devonport always has to have their say. Devonport's beautiful. I would love to live in Devonport, but I wouldn't want to live in Launceston. That's the difference. Nothing wrong with Launceston. I'm not shitting on Launceston. I've just got to make it known that there is Hobart versus Launceston. That is a cultural thing. Good old Lonnie. Lonnie has Airtime 360. You can't beat that. Airtime 360 is a massive
Hang on.
trampolining place. Have you ever been there, Chef?
Well, put too much in there.
You can do paintballing in Launceston. Actually, I've done
Can ya?
paintballing in Launceston. There you go.
That
Mine
fucking
Yeah.
hurts.
paintball.
Chef said, "Fuck Launceston. I can't wait to get out." No comment. That's funny though.
There you go. You figure out that grinder gear.
I don't have to figure anything out.
That
mate.
grinder looks snazzy.
I got my right hand man doing it.
All right.
Automatic.
You lucky, aren't you?
Eh?
You lucky.
That girl goes to the end of the earth. She got a beautiful heart. And then she looks at me and says, "You stupid dumb bastard."
You looking at that grinder. How the fuck couldn't you figure that out?
I know what to do, but she just fucking said, "Pass it here." And I don't argue, pal. So what I'm doing,
Baden can't
doing
go to
now-
the dispensary because it's closed to the public holiday. Damn, that
yeah,
sucks ass.
damn.
Damn.
Can I come to the this dispensary with you, Baden? See what we can get. Wally Fish says, "Glenda, when are you getting a holiday?" She's been on a holiday since she met me. No comment. Thanks, Buck.
Try that.
Oh, try that. Let's have a look. We'll see. Oh, wow. Look at that. Chop, chop, chop. Oh, yeah, that smells nice after it's been chopped. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
can't see that.
Very snazzy mix bowl.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
Hey?
Fat chop.
That'll-
That's a fat chop.
Yeah. It's got a really nice pungent smell to it too.
Is it chopped up enough?
Yes, thanks, darling.
Is it? I mean, no lumps in it or anything.
No, we're just going to burn that one on the...
Okay.
I've got to find my other medical container and put all this weed in there and lock it up in my caravan. And this is what we'll put this one away for a rainy day. Look at that chocolate block full. Ran full.
That looks full as. You can't even close the
Yeah.
container.
No, I'm going to close the container, but because,
Back in the fridge.
yeah, back in the fridge. I've got another container somewhere, and I'll put the other half of that into there. And yeah, and I've got a very, very generous person out there that's I'll disclose. I've said his name yesterday, but I'm going to disclose his thing when I go to visit him, and he's sort of the first one away from here when we go, and he's offered me and his words were, and what he said was a big bag of weed for the gear to go away with. He's a grower.
No.
So I'll do if it's all right. I'm going to do it. If it's all right with him, I'm going to do it live at his place. And yeah, very, very down to earth Aussie, and much respect to him for what he's offered. And then you get bloody Google wants to start a bloody a thing up. Yeah, mate, I'm still down at Echuca, Baden. But when am I coming to Tassie? We've got to work that one out, pal. We want to go to Queensland, and then we want to come back to some. Just depends on what's happening. We mightn't even go too far at fucking $3 a litre for fuel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's the fucking worst thing. Fuel, you were going to go around Australia, and now fuel is fucking however much times it was before, like times 2.5 or something.
They're thinking of pausing
ridiculous.
the excise tax, which is 50 cents a litre. There's three taxes on fuel currently. So they're thinking of pausing one of them right now.
Wow.
And that pause will drop 50 cents a litre straight off.
Yeah, do it.
I fucking hope so.
The government's like, no, we need that tax.
$2.25 a litre here, and I put $170 in it the other day, and we drove 90 kilometres one way and 90 kilometres back for a fucking major fuck up that we drove down there to do something, and it never worked out. So I was pissed off about that. By the time we leave here on next week, hopefully this weekend, we want to be out of here Sunday or Monday, and we'll probably have to put at least another $100 in it, and that's going to be the test to see how far we can get for it, how far we can go. I reckon we could, because you're on the Hume Highway, it's a good road, you know.
110.
Oh, yeah, but I won't be doing 110 towing that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, you're towing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a restriction of 100's a limit on a caravan at any. Some places are 90. You just got to remember your fucking road rules.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it's. Different states, it's fucking different fucking pace. Premium's $2.31 down the road. Well, that's what diesel's going to cost.
Okay.
In Tasmania, most of the roads are 90 or 80 kilometers an hour, if not all the rural roads.
We've got 110 freeways, but you're not allowed to tow a caravan at 110. People do.
Is that road between Adelaide or between Alice Springs and Darwin still unregulated, or does it have a speed limit now?
That one, I think, if I'm correct, two parts of this. It's a black circle with a line through it.
Yeah.
And that means the speed limit is unrestricted, but you have to prove that you are driving in a safe manner.
Yeah.
You can go and do whatever speed you like, and if the copper can prove that you're driving in a manner dangerously over that speed limit, he can give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Because you see some of these road trains up there, they sit on 120. They're only supposed to sit on 110, but because they're outside that category of the unlimited speed limit, they still knock them off for 120 if the copper can prove them of going over that speed limit. So it's a bit, you know.
Yeah. So yeah, if you can safely do 150, it's fine. But
yeah, well,
if they don't deem it safe, they'll fine you.
Is 150 is 150 safe?
Oh, probably not in cars. Fucking older cars. Maybe in some
Probably
newer
not towing
cars.
a caravan.
Yeah, definitely not towing.
Definitely not. No, tow the caravan. No, but if you can get away with it, yeah, sure. You know, it's a rule there that's got to be sort of hoot 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 hoot. Yeah, but
I've never seen one of those in real life yet. They live around where I live.
On 100 kilometre an hour thing, that rig out there is good for just for cruising. If I want to put my foot down, I'm going to start chewing the juice up. So I've got to become a little bit wiser in how we travel. We're still going to do what we're going to do. It might take us a little bit longer. You set yourself a budget, okay? Now you got to take into consideration everything that you do, how fast you go, where you stay, what you put into the car. Now that car needs to be serviced on Friday. Its first service. There's $500. We need 4 tires on the car. There's another $1,200 on the caravan. I mean, there's $1,200. A few bits and pieces. We're going to buy another gas bottle, a big one. Just little bits and pieces that we need to get going. We're going to try and get a couple of little things. I've probably spent $3,000 already of the 10 grand I put away. So, and we have
legit.
Yeah, but you know, it's not an easy road. We've allocated that amount of money. That's just without even putting anything in out of our own money that we get, off the government. But you got to do what you got to do, and nothing's going to stop us from doing it. It might take us.
You got to play it smart.
Yeah, well, I just think that we got to pick our destinations. Oh yeah, they're nice. Yeah. Can't beat the fucking pictures from the outback, mate.
Yeah, some of the birds we have are fucking interesting as. I've never seen a bird like that. But they live all around. It's like, what the... Oh, that's a massive photo. One of these blokes took my neighbour's quail.
Fucking hawk. Yeah, mate. Yeah, why not? Hey.
Had an eagle here for a few weeks. Had young not far away. Yeah. We fly over. I got a couple sheds out the back near the pigeons, and it would use one shed as cover and fly the peak of the roof, like inches off the peak of the roof, and then swoop over and just land on top of the pigeon. Boom.
Damn.
Just pin it, kill it, and then it would just sit there holding it on the shed roof, just eating it in front of the other pigeons.
It makes me wonder why the pigeons in Tas aren't hawked off by the hawks in the city.
Oh, they know they're there.
Yeah. Maybe they're bothered by the busyness of the people or something. Who knows?
Yeah, they'll be looking out for them every time they take off.
This fucking dog, he needs a bullet. Bang, bang. Shut the fuck
Chef
up.
says you're eating peas, Tas. I've got peas, beans, and eggs. I've got 2 plates of veg to go through.
How many eggs?
So you're vegging out,
Four.
are you?
4. Yeah, 4's good.
Oh shit! Didn't know that was happening.
Probably
I
want
still
about
got-
130 to 140 grams of protein a day. If you're
So how
looking
much
to
protein? Is it?
if you're looking to grow in an egg, in one large egg, probably like 8 grams.
Yeah.
So
How
he
much
started out
take
his
that
day
from?
not bad. He's got about 30 grams, 30 plus grams of protein there.
I've got chicken wings for lunch. They're already
Yeah.
cooked.
Chicken wings.
I use ketchup menace, which is like a nice soy sauce. I hate using soy, but this is too good to not use. It's not good enough to make a recommended munchies on though. I wouldn't do that.
That Masman, Mazman.
Oh, that's
Masman,
it. Yeah, that's good shit.
5 spice curry sauce. That's good stuff, man. Put that on some chicken, like some thigh cutlets or something, or a Maryland. Whack that in the oven, 45, 50 minutes.
Maryland. It's called a Dixieland. Yeah, this is what we call luxury living here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, luxury living. There's the fucking jungle there. This is luxury. This is right at our front door.
Oh, there's a garden rake. Start raking her up.
Eh?
There's the fire pole. Looks like that's where they've been
Yeah.
lighting the fire.
There's a front end of a fucking Commodore there.
Oh, is that the K-frame on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And there's one dog there. And this is the caretaker's caravan next to us. We're in the fucking suburbia, mate. We're in the fucking... And there's a motherfucker there that likes to bark. He's down there somewhere. And this
There's
is
the rear end down there, is it? Front end over there, rear end over there.
Yeah, big dog. And this is the yard we're in.
It's not too bad.
Excavator.
Excavator fucking
They
roller.
gensets on the left of the truck.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. All
Yeah.
this is it's all a hire company, sheds, buildings.
I bet you there's free
containers
diesel in there, gear.
in here.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what? I checked it out. I checked this. Which one was it? This one here. You can't get into them. They're fucking tight as hell. Fuck. It says
Damn.
1,750 litres. If I can take this
On the other
motherfucker behind me.
On the other side's where the hose is, bro.
Yeah, it is. They got everything here. But I've known this bloke for a couple of years. And through a mate. And I just, of course, we had to get out of the caravan park and we went down the river and fucking, man, there's that many fucking people down along the river. It would have been a nightmare to get in there and a fucking nightmare to fucking find somewhere. And you'd be parked right next to some fucking bastard 10 foot away. Like living in fucking someone's back pocket on the river. And that's free camping. This is the biggest weekend of the year here. So I come and see Mick and said to him, mate, what's the chance of putting this big bastard somewhere? Not a problem, mate. I give him $50 for electricity. And
That's pretty good.
tomorrow morning, like that's for 4 nights. So tomorrow morning, this place will be fucking full on with stuff. So we've got to get out of here and move into a caravan park tomorrow for 4 days.
Yeah.
And then it's Easter. And we've got to get out of the
hell yeah.
caravan park. because we haven't booked to stay in there. You can't stay any longer than our 4 days. That's all they got left for us. So
Yeah, where you are is booked out certain times of the year.
mate, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's booked our biggest weekend in town, mate. All the restaurants, all the hotels, clubs, dining places, motels.
They have
and
Southern
stuff.
80s up there as well. Fucking
Yeah, that's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fully. But mate, it's all right for us. It's behind the secure gates. We can go out of here. And when we're not here, that dog that you hear in the back, he's normally walking around here, fucking patrolling. They've got 2
That's
dogs
good.
here at night time. So we'll hang it here for a couple of hours, a couple of more days. Like, oh no, tomorrow it is. We get out. I was supposed to get the tyres done on Thursday on the caravan because we blew one tyre, and these tyres are got a fair bit of tread on them, but they're old tyres and they've been around for a while. So to save getting fucking punches and bullshit, we're going to go and bite the bullet. I'd probably get another 500 or 1,000 kilometres out of these tyres, probably more. There's nothing really wrong with the tread, and they're quite legal when you look at that.
As long as there's no visible cracks in the tyre wall.
Yeah, well, I've cracked one, and this one here, as you said, PTP, this one here, we just noticed this. Where is it? Shut the fuck up. One of these has got a shut the fuck up. See him? Red cattle dog.
Oh yeah, red healer.
Yeah, red
Who
healer.
feeds the dogs?
The caretakers here, and me mate.
Oh yeah.
He's got the front. He's got a job. He's only the caretaker here. Yeah, fucking, and the old bloke next to us in the caravan next door is cool. But we do have a tyre that's got a bit of a crack in it. So what we have to do now is I'm just going to replace the whole 5. You got to bite the bullet.
Fair enough. Better to have, because the thing is, better have tires that'll last you the entire time. You won't have to worry about them, and then you have spares just in case that are decent. So
these ones here, we can drive along and probably get a fair way. But if one of them blows, it's you just replace them one after the other. So get rid of them.
Yeah.
It's about $1,200 to replace the 5, and we'll go from there.
Keep them for spare.
I'll keep 1 or 2 for but space is an issue, mate. Space is an issue in this. It might look big, but when you start carrying stuff and in there, what's in there, and we've got to rearrange a few things. We've still got a bit of stuff to put into the storage shed. I've got another solar panel in here.
Have you tried your solar system yet?
Yeah. Look at all that.
It keeps up with what you want to do, okay?
The only thing we can't do PCP is boil a jug for 240 volts if we're not on power.
What's your system converted to in the van? Do you have an inverter to 240?
We've got to check this one out. I'll take this out. See this motherfucker here?
Boiling a kettle anyway, that's fucking 1,500 to 2,400 watts.
Yeah.
At least. So you just probably boil a kettle with gas.
Well, that's what I say, yeah. But when we go on to Fraser Island, we haven't got we won't have any power. We're not taking the caravan over there. It's too fucking big. So we want to go and stay in it. We've got our own fucking 8-man tent. We were going to go and buy a generator and just we can just plug it in when we want to pull up, and we can't charge our tablet off 12 volt. We can't charge your computer off 12 volt.
That inverter there should convert your 12 volt into a 240.
Yeah, well, I rang the guy out where I bought this thing for the ute, and he just said you can buy a Anderson plug and run it from there straight to off the Anderson plug straight onto the caravan setup and bring it back to 240 volts. He said, but you've got to understand that how big you want to convert it back to that thing is for your what you just said, what do you call it, your inverter.
Yeah.
This is an old inverter. It might not be up to standard.
Yeah, say if it's 1,000 watts and you draw 1,200 watts, it may cope. 1,400, 1,500 is not going to want to do it.
Yeah, it's not going to want to do it. So I'm going to go and see an auto electrician tomorrow, and go there. There's a bloke there, and he just sells inverters. He sells everything for your 4-wheel drive. So no, it won't be cheap, but I want to go there and have a look. And
you'll be surprised. Inverters are pretty cheap these days, man. Even from a 4-wheel drive store.
Yeah.
A 300, like this is only a small one, right? But a 300 watt inverter from a name brand one from a 4-wheel drive store is like $40 to $60 now. So 1,000 watt or over, it's going to be like $150 or something. $150 to $400.
See, we were looking at a generator, and the starting price is $600 for a fucking decent brand one that's going to do the job.
But a generator is just that will go. You put fuel in it and it'll just go. No sun.
Oh,
they're a bit more reliable. Like
we had
some bad weather rolls in. You run your batteries down. You got to sort of decide what you want to turn on. With a gen, you just turn it on and off you go.
We had a 3 kVA, and with the little van, and we sold it with the van. Which was, we shouldn't have sold it. I paid $1,000 for it.
3 kVA is good.
Yeah, mate, it was fucking done everything in the little van for us.
I was going to say that'll boil a kettle.
Oh yeah, toaster, air conditioner, but we don't need to do that because this caravan has got full solar, and there's a solar panel in there that I can spread out and hook up to get more power. I can do everything in the van, bar, boiler, kettle, and I've got 2 gas bottles to run off.
Yeah.
I've got a stove, a gas stove, and those fridges there, those 2 fridges, they're a 3-way fridge.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're good 3-way fridge.
Yeah.
12, 240 and gas.
Yep. And the TV's a 12 volt, runs on a 12 volt system and 240.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. They made purpose 12 volt stuff for caravans. I've got a 12 volt hot water service outside.
Yeah, that's a smart, one of those new smart TVs. Fucking got YouTube and everything on it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That wasn't cheap.
Hey, gear changer. Wally says that Love Ice called in.
Thank you, Wally.
Bong on, Wally. Have a good day.
See, up there's the brains of it all. It's got.
I love to see all this solar panel shit. Legit, it's so interesting. The brains of it all, like you said.
Outside light. These things up here. This is our water system. What's this? That's how much water's in one tank.
Okay, cool.
And then you go to the other one. It's got nothing in it because that's the. It's got nothing in it because we didn't want to fill it up because we're not going to use it, and it's just dead weight towing it around.
Fair enough. No, fair enough, because the more weight you have, the more petrol you're going to use.
And then you've got a hot water system over here for the shower. Turn it on, ready to go. It's got an outside thing. This is all computerized here. It's got 12.35 volts in it, and it usually goes up to 13. And down here we've got another. This is another water setup. It tells us how much we've got in drinking water.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit complicated when you look at what you've got, and you have to marry things up together to make things work. Like we can turn the fan on because it's on 240.
That'd be useful.
Yeah, we've got an air conditioner here. It's fucking an air conditioner that's
An egg conditioner.
AC, no DC here.
Flash, mate.
You close the door. Yeah, you close the door within 20 minutes, half an hour. This place is like a fucking icebox.
That's actually super mint. You wouldn't want to have it on while you're seshing because then it will clog it up. Legit, the smoke will clog it up. So just keep that in mind.
Well, we weren't going to smoke in this at all.
Well, no, like you can smoke in it, but if you smoke in it with that on, it will just clog the thing up.
Recirculates the air, and so it'll drag the smoke through the filter.
Yeah, and that's what you don't want because then you got to replace the filter quicker. But like with the fan, you've got a fan to use. The Guinness and the hairbrush.
Oh, the hairbrush.
Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush?
But I got that at Dan Murphy's for $62 for a slab.
Oh yeah, you and C-Dog were talking about how cheap it is. Better to buy a slab than.
Well, it's $23 to $24 for a 6-pack.
Because it tastes sort of like licoricey, muddy water.
Nah, fucking mother's milk, mate. You haven't acquired taste yet.
I've never tried Guinness before, actually.
It's a bit consistency of like a milkshake almost.
It's an ale, isn't it?
It's a draft.
Oh, fuck, that's a meal.
Oh. And doesn't it have that little thing in the middle? The ball?
The widget. Yeah, it's got a widget. Every can has a widget in it to make sure that it's... Could you... Just asking Automatic if she can do me a favour so I don't have to walk backwards again. That's what that is doing. That's a widget there.
Yeah. Doesn't it have CO2 in it?
It does when it comes out, when it's in the can, and when you open the can up, it goes shh, and all that comes out and revibes the fucking can.
Exactly.
Revibes it all, mate. See? Like this one here, that's got a widget in it.
Very snazzy.
And if you listen, you'll hear.
Very snazzy.
All right.
I want to have a drink, Pat.
Oh yeah, we heard that. Far out.
I wasn't here to show
never
you
heard
the
that
fucking
before.
can. I wasn't here to show you the fucking can.
So as long as you were going to have a drink.
Mother's milk.
Licoricey, muddy water.
No, it's not muddy. It's black. Black gold. Texas tea. That puts me out for the day. Can't drive.
It is a public holiday though, so inject, relax.
Hey, we're going to go and do our fucking
chef.
We're drinking at 10 a.m.
It's a public holiday, chef.
Fucking 10 past 10.
Somewhere, hey, people say it's 4:20 somewhere. Well, guess what? It's fucking 10 o'clock at my clock.
A VB long neck. 7:45 in the morning.
Man, fucking
While he
some
said
of the
he heard
suburbs here. I was out digging holes at 7 o'clock in the morning. Already been working for fucking half an hour. I'm waist deep in a hole on a nature strip. Some dude walks past at 7 a.m., maybe 10 past 7. He's got a fucking 440 mix can. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
When I used to do fucking certain job for a company, I used to start at 10 o'clock at night, and we do the fucking take steel to when these big fucking boats come in and pick up all the scrap metal. And we used to go run around Sydney at all hours of the night, fucking picking up these big skip bins full of metal. And we used to finish about 4:30, 5 o'clock most mornings. If everything went right, there was like a team, 6 or 8 blokes in a team, and you'd all have fucking certain places you had to go to every day and take it down the wharf and unload it. When we knocked off work, we used to go to the early opener at 5:30. And one bloke, he would not leave until he had 6 schooners and his fucking bacon and egg sandwich. We go there, say, 3 mornings a week. Well, they used to get, some blokes used to go 5 mornings a week, but 3 was fucking, mate, you walk out of there half stomped at fucking 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, go home and go to bed, you sleep till 3 in the afternoon. Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
It's work, mate, when the workers fucking knock off work, pal, there's always somewhere they have a beer fucking in Aussie.
Exactly. I drank all my juice boxes. Hello, Devo.
I know. Coles are
I know.
holidays, aren't they?
I'm old school,
yeah.
mate.
I'll go to IJ or something.
I'll have a drink fucking whenever. I'm not an alcoholic. I never have been, you know. Some people say, oh, geez, you can have a drink
know what
that
you're
time
saying.
in the morning.
I know what you're saying,
definition
Gear
of
Changer.
alcoholic is more than 2 standard drinks a day.
Well, mate, six or 8 months ago, I
The
promise
whole
you,
country is alcoholics, almost.
you wouldn't have seen me have a drink in fucking 6 or 8 months, maybe, hang on, maybe 12 months ago. Before that, you'd be lucky to see me drink 6 cans in a year.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, it's just, you know, when I worked and drove for a living, alcohol was never a fucking big part of me because I was always sober to go to work.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Can't drive drunk. Yeah.
But hey, I'm a risk taker. I fucking drive around fucking stoned all the time.
That's different. No, that's different. There's studies saying that it's different.
I got me wits about me, mate. I know what I can fucking do. You know.
I will say the first time that I was getting high, well, when I first got my license and I started driving high, I'd drive out to someone's house, smoke a mix and that, and come home. The first couple of days, every time I turned left, I'd go up the gutter a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing.
I used to drive down the highway many years ago with another bloke as my offsider. And, mate, as soon as we get out of town, we get the driver light cover off, get the Muller-matic out, muller up, fucking get the bong out, 1 bong each, and he'd be packing cones, and I'd have my fucking left knee on the steering wheel, my foot on the accelerator, and 2 hands to fucking light the fucking bong up.
You used to be able to just drive around anywhere smoking bongs, but you probably still can. Yeah. It's just cunts with phones these days will be taping you and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, it's driving around that corner and saying fuck, pull over, or it's random now. So you know,
G'day, Aussie Jeffo, bong on.
I've never failed one of them tests. I'm always high. I even got someone I know to bring about 8 of them home, and fucking I sat here and tested myself while I was smoking, and none of them would have busted me. But he said the rule is 5 minutes. Like I had a few show up eventually, but they were after the time that I would have already been down the road and the thing would have been in the bin.
It's a big call to fucking
That's interesting.
for
mate.
me. For me, first time if I get knocked off, touch wood, is a 3 months mandatory. That's
A 3 months
that's
what?
it is.
Mandatory
Man-
license suspension.
Yeah,
Wow.
mandatory.
Well, you better
That's
make your way down to
just last
Tasmania quick smart. You won't get done.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. You know, I'm going to drive around this fucking country. It's going to stay in my system for quite a while. You know,
Last time
because
I went
my
cruise-
Yeah.
Last time I went cruising gear, the main reason that I was stopped is because I did not fit the description of the grey nomad. So they expect you to be cruising around up there. When they see me, they're like, "What's this cunt doing?" Important drugs. Yeah.
That's funny as. It's a
The
shame
less
though.
chance they're stopping you.
Exactly.
Yo. That fucker's got bones in it. Guaranteed.
Heaps of free diesel out in the outback too. You just look for them tanks on farmland. Big silver tank
Yeah.
on 4 legs usually, sometimes 3 legs.
Bong on, I see bong on. Bong on.
Yeah, that's right, Ollie.
That's hilarious, Wally.
I got COVID. Stay the fuck away from me, you motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here. You might get away with it.
Yeah.
But go back to going to a farmer. Quick way to get your ass fucking shot with fucking lead pellets or fucking what? Yeah, but a friend of mine swore by this bio
What does that mean, Brendan?
Bio what?
Biotine. It's a mouthwash.
Oh yeah.
And
I've heard heaps of-
yeah, well, I got a chemist mate in Sydney, and he says there's nothing to mask your tongue. Your
No,
tongue
all you
is
can
what
do
it
is-
is.
Yeah.
Is when
All
you
you can
put
do
your
is try
tongue
and
out.
put a film. All you can do is try and
That's
put
right.
something on there that you'll scrape onto the test, rather than picking up most of your saliva.
That's
So they get
exactly
you to
right,
poke your fucking
PTP.
tongue out so they can see
Yeah.
if there's a pool of something on there anyway.
If you can put like a fucking piece of sticky tape over it or a bit of tape that when you scrape it, it'll give off another fucking thing, you'd be right.
Yeah, or even just a mouthful or a bit of fluid that's not your saliva, like a bit of a drink. You just took a sip from, kept in your mouth, and just that to wet it. But they make you poke your tongue out, so it's gonna be hard to do that.
I've heard vinegar, apple cider
Yeah,
vinegar.
vinegar, quickies,
I've heard like
fucking
orange juice, milk, choc milk, all of that
yeah.
shit. Zappos. Do you have a Zappo on your tongue before? As soon as you see the lights and then pull you over, then you put a Zappo and you just suck on the Zappo as hard as you can. That's apparently. Zappos are lit though. They're South Korean lollies. Zappo grape all the way.
The red ones are alright, purple ones are alright.
There's strawberry ones that are decent.
Yeah.
What's the name of that fucking hot sauce? Not a chili sauce. It's another next.
Sriracha.
Fucking, no. Oh,
Wally says he's backstage.
fucking popular. He is too. Fuck. I wasn't even fucking.
Not
Well
tobacco.
done.
Hello, Wally, where are you? Where's the fucking mouse? Oh, the
Chef
mouse is not
says
plugged
Zappos
in.
are my childhood. Brendan says Zappos are hella addictive. They are addictive. Nah, your tongue won't turn purple from it. Your tongue won't turn purple from it, Brendan. Trust. Well, then take a pink Zappo, and then your tongue will just be pink.
That's not fucking Wally. That's Gammons.
G'day, Gammons.
Hey,
Hey, Gammons.
Gammons.
What's up? Cheers.
Good to see you.
Cheers, Gammons. Bong on.
Good to see you guys. How are y'all doing
Stay-
today?
Not bad,
Stay
mate.
snazzy.
Monday morning, 10:30 a.m.
Gear changer Tabasco sauce. Someone in chat
Yeah.
says Tabasco sauce. Is that it?
You got it. That's the one I was trying to think of, Tabasco.
My best
told me-
Scorpio MC. That's the one who said it. He got it.
Yeah. Well, that's the
He or
it's
she.
supposed to do something, but apparently you got to fucking take a fair bit of it to mask it. But I don't know.
Yeah, fuck at that.
When a chemist tells you you can't mask
That
it,
sounds like a troll.
Sounds like
when
someone
you,
just wanted you to drink hot sauce.
Yeah,
Exactly.
burn your ass out. What you're better off doing is putting a mouthful of water in your mouth or a mouthful of something, and when the copper comes up, pretend you're coughing and spew it out the window. And they'll say, "What's wrong?" They'll say, "Well, I think I might have COVID. You better fuck off." You know, they're not going to fucking do too much. No.
Brendan, I've mostly just been playing lots and lots and lots of Elden Ring.
Yeah, I know.
Lots and lots of Elden Ring.
You got to go to Gammons Live, and there he is on the gamer.
My brother was rating that. My brother was rating that game. Is it really good?
Oh,
Looks
yeah.
decent.
Yeah, it's
I'm
fantastic. Really, if it doesn't at least get nominated for Game of the Year, I'd be shocked. I'd be absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were a lady there. I'm a she. Ah, a she.
Yeah, just thought I'd better add he or she because, you know, you never know. No dramas.
Well, we know now.
Nah, I'm always. Everyone's nervous, Brendan. It's no dramas. You don't know what to expect.
We used to have a couple live right across the road from us. Female. And about, I don't know, I've been here for a couple of years, and she pulled me over out of town, and she just breath tested me, and she looked at my license. She said, "Oh, is that where you live?" And I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "I don't live far from you." She said, "I've never seen you before." I said, "No, and I hope to never see you again." And yeah,
That's
she was a, yeah, but she's now the senior sergeant. Yeah, she's now the senior fucking sergeant now.
That's impressive. That's impressive.
But she come to our house maybe 12 months ago. She scared the fuck out of me. I was sitting in the lounge room, and I just happened to see this fucking corner of this paddy wagon pull up. What the fuck?
Mate, that's always scary, man. That's always.
I've been sitting in the lounge room fucking smoking some fucking pipes. And the house stunk, and actually there was a tap on the door. Well, fuck, here we go. Yeah, I opened it up and I said it was concerning my mate's one of the bros that automatic found dead in his house, overloaded with a fucking needle, and They'd been down before and
Oh,
asked us a few questions, and the coroner just wanted to find out a few things that we knew his lifestyle and stuff, so they could finalise the case. And she come in and she just went, "Oh," she said, "that smells so nice." She said, "But I'm not here for that." She said, "I'm here just to ask you guys a few questions." Yeah, she didn't worry about it.
that's hilarious.
Local people, see, locals. It's
Yeah,
they don't
well,
bother you know.
that's
Had that
good.
Do they go?
happen.
Do they bust everybody for a little bit of weed? No, they don't. You know.
I had that happen once.
Yeah.
Like we're in a unit, like or a set of units. The bloke across the road was an amphetamine dealer, and
Oh,
yeah, we get a knock on the door. We're all sitting around smoking a mick. We just get up, answer the door. Cops just walk straight in. Everyone's sitting there.
oh my
Couple mixes on
God.
the table, bongs. Oh, fuck. And they just look at us and they go, "We don't care. We're just here to tell you, do not leave the unit, no matter what you hear. Just stay inside." This
No
dude
matter what.
running down the street. All these coppers chasing him. He's
Ah!
got one of them little pen guns, one-shot pen gun. He's running
Yep.
backwards down the street,
Yeah,
trying to hold him at bay.
that's hectic.
Years
though.
ago, I was at and I'm talking when I was like 18 or 19. I was at a mate's place, and he used to have his own little shack out the back of the house, and people coming and going all the time. And his mum was dealing. Mum was dealing in all sorts of things. And we were sitting in this little bungalow out the back. There were about 6 or 7 blokes in there smoking bongs on a weekday. We didn't have jobs. And they seen this fucking 3 detectives fucking just walk straight in the door. There's fucking bongs and blokes fucking
Lol.
sitting there. Hello. They're all stoned off the head. And the detectives just looked at one bloke and said, "Where's your mother, Ricky?" She said, "Oh, she's inside." "Oh, okay." Didn't even worry about us. I said, someone said, "How can we get away with that?" They said, "Hey, they're here to get their pay from her, not from us." She was paying them.
That's exactly true. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, they were crooked
Oh,
crooked coppers, but Jet Wash outdoors.
I thought you
She's
meant that they
here.
were getting their quota from her, not.
Oh, they'll get the cop back of her. No, they wouldn't. They'd never bust her, mate. She'd pay them a bit of fucking bribery money, but there's always 3 of them come together.
Be right
You had
back.
to buy what? Yeah, you had to, what are you doing there?
Oh, good.
You big time. More than perks.
Bong on. I actually got to head off now, guys. My battery's pretty low. Cheers, Gear Changer. Cheers, Gammons. Bong on PTP. Cheers, everybody in chat. Chef, Brendan. Bong on you legends. Cheers for having me up, and I'll catch you next time.
See you, Tassie. What's happening over there, Jet Wash? You a bit sick, bloke? Are you not well? A few dramas?
It's a dab tool, sir, but that's the first thing I thought when I saw it too.
Ah.
It's like the Swiss Army knife for drugs. Crazy. Yeah, I just use this to scoop up like little piles of keef. Here, I'll show you. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Do you need a little brush guy?
I might need a little brush guy.
I have a brush
You
guy.
just jet wash. Send our hugs and our thoughts and our hearts over there to the other half there, bloke. And I didn't want to put you on the spot, but hey, you're here, bloke. I don't mind fucking passing my regards back over that way. He's getting better. Well, that's a big thing. I've got a mate that's got 3 toes on each foot through diabetes.
Yeah.
And Baker Perkins says, "Coof time." Yeah. I just put the bowl in the fucking in the container and see what comes out. Ganja. We're gonna go and do a couple of things and do some washing, because we're gonna pack up for tomorrow morning. Late this afternoon, I'm gonna hook the car up. Not in the morning. I want to be out of here early, because otherwise all the trucks will be in here, and we can just get out in the street and have a coffee somewhere. Oh, looks nice. $20 in the chat. That's fucking unbelievable. Who's that? Cool.
Taking the dog in.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine here. We'll be out of here in the morning. And hook it up tonight.
What's going on?
Oh, we just got to make sure we hook up tonight so we can get out of here early in the morning.
Hi, Gear Changer.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And yourself?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Love and work?
For the most part. It's cold and outside, and I got a pretty decent sunburn. But other than that, I like it.
That's a big. You know, you got yourself a job, and you got the man there that's the family man that's looking after the children.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And that is sometimes quite an ordeal in and of itself.
Someone asked me to babysit once, and I said to them, "Yeah, not a problem, but there's only one problem." They said, "What's that?" I said, "I charge $150 an hour." They said, "Fuck, how can you charge that?" I said, "Well, I'll give you a discount."
Years of experience.
Yeah, well, no experience at all. It's just that if you want to pay that amount of money, I'll come and do it with no thought given. But If you don't want to pay the price, then I don't want to look after your kids.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get rid of them, I don't want them, so that's my price.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh,
And they'll pay.
oh, mate.
They'll pay.
When we were up here,
If they
where we're
don't.
at now, we were going out. There's a friend of my mates lives in the same unit, and a lady, and we asked her if she'd like to baby Smith small block, and she said yes. So for about a 6-hour time out for us, we give her $100 note. Now that's cheap babysitting for 6 hours. Where a qualified babysitter charges you $50 to $100 an hour.
Oh yeah. I think I used to make like 12. This is a long time ago, obviously, because it's been a long time since I babysat. But I think I made like $12 an hour.
$12 an hour, yeah.
When I think about how much money I made like $40 a night, 4 or 5 nights a week for 4 years. Like I could have put a down payment on a house.
Yep.
But I just spent it on like candy and cigarettes and probably weed.
My dog's gonna come out in a little bit, so make sure that.
Well, at least you got your priorities right. Candy, weed, and
Right. I mean, I was a teenager, so like there was probably also like, remember the rubber bracelet trend?
Oh Jesus!
I had so many rubber bracelets. I probably dropped hundreds of dollars on rubber bracelets alone.
Oh man!
When I think, because I would break them, I would lose them, and I would replace them. You know what I mean? Like,
I bought so many, and then I would just give them away.
remember those like charm bracelets that were like stretchy with the tiles? You don't remember
I
those?
feel like we're getting off topic.
Probably. What was the topic?
I forgot. That's why I said
We
I
were talking
feel
about,
like we're getting off
babysitting.
topic.
And I was
Babysitting.
talking about the amount of money I
Yes.
made babysitting and how I spent it horribly.
Yes. But yeah, the kids are going. The kids are great. The kids are fantastic. Thank you for asking, Wally. They're a handful, but they're great.
Church is starting to cruise. She's pulling herself up, and she wants so badly to keep up with her big sister.
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing here, Gee?
To know whether or not
Like I'm
she'll
blocking everything out.
church as a nickname.
Oh, look at that.
I still can't pull it up.
I can't believe this fucking bank.
There's still nothing.
It's that $5 you went to check it with, you went to open do it with, you went through fucking pretty quick. This other money hasn't gone nowhere. Motherfuckers.
Oh,
Banks.
oh, where's that stick? Oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, fuck.
What was that?
Oh, that's the bed. No,
Is she okay?
You want me to give you want me to give you a hand?
oh, I can't find me dresses.
You can't what?
Find me dresses. I think I put them underneath the bed.
My 3 and 7.5 years with me.
I'll be back in a second. What do you think you put under the bed?
Dresses.
What's that bag there?
Washing.
Yeah,
How
Wally.
can we get Wally?
Wally needs a break. Gotta like send him on vacation somehow.
Yes, we gotta find like a care.com for in his area. and send them a gift card or something.
Airbnb for kids.
I used to be a bbclocalstay.com. You can sign up and pay to have a background check done and everything. And people will hire you. I got a couple jobs that way.
Oh,
Where did
Go
that
on.
come from?
go on, put it in. Where does what come from?
That's one of the
Yes, it is.
I'm going to get revenge by charging my kids the same.
I'm going to get off this and get out of these clothes and go down the street and do some washing.
Well, I mean, Lolly,
That's
I-
hilarious.
you don't necessarily need to rest. Just get a break. You could do whatever you want on the break. Sleep does not have to be involved.
Yeah, you sleep when you're dead.
Exactly.
We're just trying to organise where we're putting bits and pieces here. The caravan's got to go back and get the awning done. He's got to have a look at something else we noticed too. And there's something else we want to have a look at. Oh, I worked one of the switches out.
We're gonna
That's what
cruise.
we
I've got to go do
You
a
got a
couple.
cruise? Yeah, we're gonna go and do a couple of things too. So I might just have one of these naughty boy cigarettes and say goodbye to
Ooh,
everybody.
Naughty boy cigarette.
Naughty boy cigarette.
Does that contain? Does that contain the electric lettuce?
The electric what?
The electric lettuce?
No, it's just these motherfuckers they call fucking cigarettes. They're,
Oh, okay.
they're my enemy. I call them naughty boys.
Oh.
They belong in the
Oh.
corner, but no one should be using them.
Everyone have a good day. Good to see you,
You
Gammon.
take care,
Good to see you,
Peter Boo.
Tassie. Chat. And later, hey, Gammon's missus, how are you? Gammon's sister, how are you? See you later.
All right. I'll
See
see
you
you
later, bro. Take care.
Hello.
How you guys acclimating to living in the caravan?
Hello.
Thanks.
How's it going?
Oh,
She's I'll take it off the headphones. Hang on.
That's so cute.
What?
You can say hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
Hello.
Wally's gone too. Bye bye,
You can't-
Wally.
You got your headphones in anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Dick.
How's that sound?
hello.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear ya.
I can hear you too.
Oh, good.
How's it going?
I'm doing the dishes.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off here, so that maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna get off here too and go and do a few things.
Yeah,
It's
man.
it's not much to do, but we're gonna go and do some wash the clothes or wash our toes.
There you go.
Very
Yeah.
good.
There you go. So we'll catch you later, Gammons, and
I'll catch you later.
and the family. All good to go. Before we go, CSL, Googly, Brendo, Cones is in the house. We're going to do a few bits and pieces. And Later, guys. Later, we just go and get a few things done today. See you later this afternoon. 6 o'clock PM. Come along, say hello. $18 in the house. Fucking hell, 16 in the house. Man, I'll sit here all day. It's not getting.
No, gotta go.
We got to go, the boss says. So you got to go, bloke. Adios. Good luck. Love yous all. You all. Good morning, good afternoon, no, it's still morning. Good night, good luck. Hey, Gear, you are the weakest link.